Hey guys, so today is the first day of winter break for me. I just finished up exams and I'm ready to work on all the so many projects that I have in the reptile room. But what I'm going to be doing today is this is Norman's aquarium. There's Norman up there. He's a 20 plus year old red-eared slider. Grew up all his life without UVB, so it's surprising that he's the shape that he is, the correct shape. He doesn't have red ears anymore because as red-eared sliders actually get older, they kind of get more like melon in their skin, or that's like a pigment, I think, and they kind of lose some of their coloration. Here is a younger, also large red-eared slider right there, and then as you can see, here's Norman. He's much more black pretty much everywhere. So I'm going to be taking down his enclosure. Now this has some benefits for a couple reasons, and also the one bad thing is he'll have a smaller enclosure now. So for the time being, I'm going to be moving him into a temporary tub, and this will be fine. He'll have UVB, he'll be able to bask, he'll have proper filtration. Everything will be fine. It'll just be a little bit small, and this will just be until I can set him back up in my room. Or he'll still be in my room, just in a smaller thing. So the plan is I have this wall that I have to paint. Well, we have to sand it, then we have to paint it. We're going to paint this wall, and we're going to paint this wall, okay? Because behind that picture is actually like a hole. I used to have a TV there, and my brother took down the thing and made a hole in the wall. He's kind of messy. So that's the plan. And to do that, obviously I have to move everything, but also when I put everything back, it'll be different. So we're kind of just taking advantage of the situation here and repainting. I don't like that color at all. I really hate the color yellow, and that's like yellowish. I don't know, I'm colorblind. And so I don't know what color I actually hate, but whatever it is, that's what it looks like. And then this wall, these two walls will be like gray, blue, and then this one will be off-white again, which I think it is. I'm not sure. I don't know. But that's the plan. So we're going to have to be moving these things. The 75 gallon is not doing so well. It is completely algae filled, but all the fish are fine and all the turtles are fine. They're eating and they're doing everything properly, so I'm not really worried about it. It's kind of just a look thing right now. So these all, or the turtles at least, will definitely be moving into a 125 gallon aquarium. If you didn't know that, you can go to my past video. I talked about it, just the last video. So we're gonna have to move everything. It's easier to move if I have less aquariums in my room. So this will just one less aquarium. That's a plus. Now the other plus is that I'll be putting this tank and this tank back where the iguana cage. This cage is made to fit those two tanks on them. So that's what they're supposed to be on it. And then what I'm going to be doing is, since this tank has tons of algae and it also has a heat light and a UVB light, I'm going to be taking that 4-foot shop light off and I'm going to be hanging it on there to light these two tanks. But this is good for those two tanks, not only because they were made to go there, or the stand was made for them, but also because this one has been getting no lighting, and the plants are definitely showing it, and this one's been getting really distant lighting. The light is here, and that's definitely showing. So that's the plan. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take one of these 3 tubs or a different tub, and I'll set it up for Norman, and I will just slide it right under there, and then I'll make sure he has UVB and a basking area and all the things that he needs. So that's the plan. Let's get started. I started off with clearing a bucket. This is the 125 gallon tank, and I'm just putting the wood that I have sanitized to use in future terrariums and enclosures and stuff, so it doesn't have anything from outside on it. They were cooked in the oven. I'm just putting all those in there, so then I don't have to have that bucket filled. I can use it for to put Norman in, and then I just start draining the tank. I just drain it into buckets, and then I take the buckets out and dump them outside. While I was draining the tank, I was also catching out the goldfish, and I just put them straight in with the other goldfish in the 75 gallon because they're pretty much the same. I didn't really worry about transferring anything. They came out of that tank, and the temperatures are the same. I don't have heaters in any of the tanks, so just room temperature. And then I am washing the tank now. I just wanted to wash this tank real quick, and then I'll put it out in the garage with the other tanks that I have in storage. I don't have any plans for it right now, but we'll see. I always like to keep stuff open just in case. You never know, but right now the plan is that it won't have any space in my room when I set it up. But now I am taking out the light and setting up the lighting for the new enclosures, or the old enclosures that will be going here and are meant for this area. I took the advantage of having everything moved to clean everything, and then I started to move the enclosures up. So now I am building a basking area for Norman to go on the tub. So you'll see how this contraption ends up fitting together. It was only like 4 or 5 pieces of wood, including the actual piece that goes down into the water. Real simple. I just used scrap wood that we had around the garage, and this is the tub that he is in. So I put one board going across, 2 boards holding it on the sides, and then one middle board to not only hold the basking area on the bottom, but also hold the light that will be right above it. And then I used leftover wire I had from other projects and made it to hold the light. So here is the setup here, and I have to say this would be perfect for a much smaller turtle. Something much smaller. Probably something that's under 4 or 5 inches, or around 4 inches maybe. Just a small little turtle, but obviously Norman's way too big for this. It's like I said, it's temporary. He'll be going. He'll either be in like a separated area of the 125 gallon, or he'll get the 75 gallon, but we'll see. He'll probably be in a separated area because I plan on either having the 75 gallon as a goldfish tank temporarily, or I'll have it for a turtle tank. I just don't have any turtles to put in it per se right now. But I'll probably get more turtles either during the summer or sometime else once everything's set up. Look into rescuing more turtles. But we'll see what happens. So pretty proud of this little thing I made here. I know it doesn't look nice or anything. I didn't even sand it, but I really like building these things because it really doesn't matter what they look like, and that's fantastic for me. Like, I can build stuff. I like building stuff out of wood, but like I'm not really good at it. So I thought it was pretty cool. And how the UVB and it works. That's what I like, things that work. That's pretty much it for this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like it down below. If you have any comments or concerns, put in the comments below. By the way, all I have on here is sponge filters, but that's enough. I mean, like, that 55 gallon was being sustained with just the sponge filters and 3 of those big goldfish and the turtle. So I mean in my opinion, I don't think you necessarily need a whole lot of filtration. I think you can get away with a lot less than you might think, but just the bigger amount of water, the better. Again, this is temporary. He'll be getting a better enclosure within the month, and he has UVB and basking and everything. So have a great day. See you in the next video.